Hi everyone, here we are again. So now we are back on track. Now we're gonna go back in the heart of the matter. Last time I did explain to you about, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened to me after that prison saga. You remember I mentioned that about the ID, the Dompa situation? So now I'm gonna continue and let you know what went after this ID saga. Okay. Now, after this, while I went back home after the prison, I had to rejuvenate, to get the power, to think exactly what is now my further continuation with my life. So, after that, I rejuvenated. My agency called us because we didn't have a phone in our house. So she phoned the neighborhood. And the neighborhood took the phone from this woman from the agency where I got involved, where I was working with her as a co-worker. So this woman called me and said to me, Albertina, you have to come over because I have something interesting for you. And this thing is just for you. I just want to make something special that no one ever done in this country. And I want you to come to the agency. So I went to the agency and then this woman told me, Albertina, look at this advertising in the newspaper. It's a big audition. They are looking for only white actresses or white whatever for a play in Johannesburg. So this woman looked at this article and asked herself, they are looking only for whites in big letters. So while this advertising was on, she kind of studied something and she looked into this advertising. And then she said to me, Albertina, I want you to go to this audition. It's only for the white people, but I know you have guts. I know that you are strong, you are brave, you are courageous, you are bold and big poised too. So Albertina, let's go for it. Go to this audition. And I said, but should I really risk it? And she told me, why not? Go. They're looking for white people, so you just go there. You'll see what is happening. And I said to myself, yes, I go for it. And can you imagine? This woman knew the whole thing about this audition. So she actually designed a beautiful, simple bikini for me because this thing was like, you have to come, with your clothes, but then you must walk on this for this audition with your bikini. So she made this bikini for me, and then I put it on, and I said to her, but do you think I should really walk like this? And they want only white people. And she told me, I don't care. You just go there. So while I went to this audition, it was so beautiful. You have no idea. This audition, only for the white actresses. And they were looking for only 4. And it was about over 200 of these actresses, white people. And I was the only black woman. I went to this audition. You can imagine, from this over 200 people, and then me as the only black woman, I was just looked left and right from these white actresses. And I just looked at them, they looked at me, and another one said to the other one, hey, this woman, what does she want here? It's only for the white people. And I turned my back and I said, excuse me, I am here because you are looking for something. I'm also looking for something, just like you. And this woman looked at me. She said, yeah, but they only want white people. And I said, and so what? And then if they're looking for white people, so why can't I be here too? And then I just left them. So they were talking. And I told myself, I'm strong. Whatever you want here, I'm also looking for it. And I tell you, I was there on this audition. So from this over 200 white actresses, the only black woman. So I was chosen from over 200 white actresses, and me alone, 3 white women and 1 black woman. That's me, who was chosen for this audition. It was interesting because I knew it. I walked on that stage to show myself in a bikini, And then this guy, the one who did the audition, this man looked at me. And the women, of course, who were in charge of this thing, they were like looking. And I knew it, I've made it. And guess what? I was chosen. From over 200 white actresses, I was amongst the 4, which was required. So I've made it. So I was the first black woman in the whole continent of South Africa. And I was chosen for this theater, for the first black woman, meaning me. I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. During the apartheid regime, I was chosen, and this went like a thunder in South Africa. It was all over the newspapers. Hey, a black woman has been chosen for a pool comedy. And me, I was like, yes, I've made it with my color. Guess what? This theater went on, and we've traveled the whole of South Africa. In this theater, imagine, dressed only in bikini the whole show. And then this theater, it was like fire all over the place. And I was the only black woman. And look, with this theater, that's how I was on stage. The first black woman in South Africa during the apartheid regime. That's me in the center. I was all over the newspapers. The newspapers were thrilled about me. They were putting me all over, asking about this black gazelle. Who is this woman? And this Albertina made it to the top during the apartheid regime. And this story, it went on that the people could not resist seeing this black woman. And I was like, I don't care. I'm chosen. So it was like, for me, a triumph. I was victorious in South Africa. And all the newspapers, everywhere, everybody was a talk about this Albertina. I have made it. But then this theater went all over South Africa. And guess what? This theater got boycotted in some parts of South Africa because the whites, they said, we don't want this black woman on stage. And I told myself, they don't want the black women on stage? I don't care. The main thing is I've made it with my boldness, with my courageous. I was courageous. I just did this thing. And after all this, the whole boycott went that far that everyone in the whole team, they said, we are not continuing to do this show without our Albertina. We want her. And obviously, I felt that the whole group, they liked me, they wanted me. But then something bad happened also, my experience with the apartheid, right? With the racism. My theater company, they booked me in a hotel somewhere outside Johannesburg. And this show was going for 4 years long. Can you imagine? I was on tour for 4 years. I was about 17 years or 18, I think. Between 17 and 18 when I was in this theater thing. And they booked me in a hotel outside, very far from the other team, which I was performing with. Guess what? I come into this hotel. I see this filthy, dirty hotel that they booked me in because the apartheid was ruling. And I think the theater was scared to book me with the same people in this theater. They booked me outside in a hotel. Everything was like broken. The wardrobes were broken. The bed looked like this. It looked like a bungee jumper just jumped into this bed, And I said to myself, me sleeping in this bed and others are sleeping in a 5-star hotel over my dead body. I am not sleeping here. And then I called the agency and I told them, I am not doing this thing if I'm staying in this hotel. Send me an air ticket. I'm flying back to South Africa because I am not gonna stay in this hotel. Why? Because of my color? Because of my skin? No way. So it was a big fight. Now, they were under pressure because I did conquer them. And then after, they rebooked me into the same hotel where the others were staying. So for me, this kind of racism, this apartheid, it was like always all over me. And even at the beach, I could not stay with my people. They were all white. I was only the black one. At the beach here for blacks, on the other side for the white people. And I told those people, the police, they came to the beach. And they said to me, what are you doing here? And I told them, I am here just like them. If they're sunbathing, I'm also sunbathing. So there was a big fight at the beach, and obviously they had no chance. I was tough, I was strong, I was courageous, I was brave and poised. And I told them, you can fight, you can do what you want. I am not moving. I am staying here. And obviously, I had the rights. So, people, it is like this in life. You have to fight. You have to fight for your rights, stand your ground, and show the world what you want. Because I'm the type of a person that I was fighting for my life, and I'm always fighting. And I will never give up, because my head, my heart, my soul tells me I'm a human being like anyone, no matter what color, but I had to fight. And that is why my life was elevating every time. So I made it in South Africa in the middle of apartheid as the very, very first black woman who was chosen for a theater, and I broke a record on top of that. So this is my story. Now, I thank you all for watching, and the next Friday, we're gonna continue. Now it's gonna get, the tab's gonna get going. So like and share, or subscribe, whatever. So it's up to you people. I love you. That was my story for today. Thank you. Stay blessed. Mwah. Love you.